God bless you. I hope you are doing well. Psalm 37, verse 25, it says, I've been young and now I'm old, yet I never seen the righteous forsaken, now his seed begging for bread. I've experienced that verse in my life one time. And there was a house that was near of my place of work, and that was in one floor. So I said, God, I want that. I want to live in that house because it will give me the grace to oversee the city. I love praying upstairs. So I can, like an open home, so I can oversee the city. And then the customer that was the owner of that house was one that's what was one of our customer, and the work on my work, because we were doing accountant at that time. So we bring, the is accountant for her. So, and she came and my work, and he says, I have that house that I want to put in a I want to rent. Yes, I want to rent. So if you know someone that need it, let me know. Truly, in that time, I was not able to avoid it to myself. It would be like maybe 80 or 70% of my salary, so it was not afford to me. I will need to use other people in to rent it together, and it was of four room and everything. That it was a nice house, but as I was commended to God, he make a way at the end, before the month ended. So at the end, the woman give me the keys, and he say, okay, it was like 40 days before the end of the month, so you can see, you can look at, you can search people if you want to put it and rent together, so you will know. In my country, and the country that I am, that when you need to rent a house, you have to pay three amounts of the 3 times the amount that they asking you, that you will pay for months. In my country, we pay per month. So when you will be first rent that house, you pay three amounts. One is for the one that's help you to find the house. The other is for the month begin, and the other is like a reservation if something happens. So this money, they will take it to cover the risk. So we pay three amounts of the price that you will pay every month. We pay per month. So before the end of the month, God gave me an instruction to give him a particular amount. I was don't know at that time or how much the price it will be. So the woman just give me the keys, and he say, at the end of the month we will speak, because you will have to pay at the end of the month. And for one reason, I was have to shift where I am and enter more early in the house before I even have the contract. But God gave me that instruction, bring me that particular amount at the end of that month. Um, so at the end of the month, when I receive my salary, the amount that God give me has take more 80% of my salary. So I was even asking what I will do to live the remaining month that is left, the remaining day of the month that is left, because it is just at the front month. It has the 80% of my salary. And he told me that and that 80 and that 20% that is left, please set like 70%. to your mother. Set 17%, 70% to your parents. So I was left one day after my the day that I received my salary. I was left with 2 or 3% of my salary. Yet I was don't know what it would be the amount that I have to pay to that house. I was in such problem that even that the woman say I will not rent you the amount. I would still in troubles because I was already consumed more the 14 days and the house before the other month starting. So I was really in trouble. And I obey God. So the first day and the other month, I go to the room. I go to meet the woman. So he give me the contract. I was so afraid because I not even read what it is out the contract. He give me the contract and he say in 3 days you will come back that to film the contract and to see if it is convenient to you. But I was left with nothing. So I take the contract and I not read it. I come in my room, I place it on the floor, I dance over the contract. I say, God, I am so happy that you know how to read. So you can read yourself. I take on the floor before him. I dance. I take some pants. I dance before him, and doing like 3 hours, 3 hours and not stop praise. After I take and I left it to the floor and I say thank you. I don't ask nothing. I don't read nothing. I just dance before God, to the contract because why what we do? Why would I do? I was already in trouble. So I just danced and I say thank you. By God, it's okay. I'm so happy that you know how to read that. You don't need me to read the contract for you. You know it. So I place it there. Say I mix the after 3 days. I take the contract in the floor. Now I read. Surprise is surprise. The amount that God has asking me was the same amount that was in the contract. The same amount exactly that was in the contract that I will have to pay per month. That it is already for sale and a surprise. But now, what will I do? We have to pay before we enter on the hours. Yet I have entered, so I have to pay 14 days. That has already lived more in more the three price of the amount that is there. I have I have less than $2 to live for the whole month. So I go to the I take the contract with faith and I go to the woman. And she told me that there is another woman that wanted the house, etc. etc. Yeah. And he said, okay. And I said, okay. But he said, but I am convinced that you are the one that I have to rent that house. Okay. Okay. So happy to know that. And he said, did you see the price? I said, yes, I see the price. It is that amount. He said, yes. And she looked at me and he said, and more the bills that I have to pay for the 14 days. And she said to me, I will condemn you. The price that the first amount that you have to pay, because to the person that lead you to the house, because it is me, the owner, that has directly encounter you, I condemn you that amount. The second amount that you have to pay, like a reservation, if something happens so we can use it, I also condemn you that amount. The first amount that you have to pay before you enter on the house, you have to pay. You pay in advance in my country. You pay in advance. He say, for you, you will not have to pay in advance. You will pay consume it month. It means that you will pay me at the end of the month. I more. You will not have to pay me at the end of the month. You will pay me on the first 5 days that the other month you have all the months to live. And I say thank you. And and he said to me, you have already consumed 40 days. That 40 days I've already condemned it to you. You will not pay for further 40 days. And I say, okay, but what about the bills that I've done to that 40 days? He said, I've already paid it yesterday. I just say thank you, madam. I take the contract, we sign it together. She embraced me, and I go. And I come in the house. I give another time of dance of praise. David says, I was young. I never see the Lord forsake. I was don't know at that time that amount of money that God has asking me, it will be the amount of how I to pay. And if I have to say to tell you all the people coming, my goodness. When I enter on that house, don't have nothing because I was living before in the room, so I was not I was don't have nothing. Things just starting come. The other co neighbors, you can say, that come to live with me. Everyone came with the things that I don't have. So if I have, for example, I was have the bed, I was have one or two things. The other come with table. The other come with something for the bathroom. The other things with before the month ended, the house was filled. Not only I found co-neighbors to people to collect no, I don't know what they say. People that come to live with me that rent the other two room that was left because I was alone. The other two room that has left. And every one of them come with the things that is needed, that is missing. No one brought the same things. No one of them brought the same thing. Everyone brought things that complements before the month ending. The hours were filled with things that is not mine. With things that is not mine. Fully paid. Before the end of the month, I was out the money of these two people that has come with me, to live with me. My own. I was more, the supplies were more, and all bills was paid. This is God. This is what God has made for me. I'm so happy that by His grace, I'm not speaking things that I don't know. I'm not speaking things that I'm not live. Yes, but Amy, but He has not given you an hours. Can you find something that give it? When I speak, I say that when we talk about the faithfulness of God, it is me. It is me represented. I live Him. I've seen Him working. It was cost me, yes. And all did I do to live the women in days with food, with surprise. I ended the month with money. I ended the month with money. I was have $2 left the first day of the month. Before the month ended, I ended it with money. People just come in my place of work, brought food for 3 days. Even my boss was surprised. Say, what is kind of things? Did someone say to the people there that we don't have to eat? Because that the person who was brought too much food for 3 days. I was it on my place of work because I was not able to make it in my house. What I was don't have. But he make it, the person just brought it. And surprise, favor, grace, surprise in so many area before the end of the month. I was needed money to go to the church. I found someone in my church. That it is, yes, so please. It's so love to speak with me because of the wisdom and the grace of God in my life. So it give you sense. So I will brought you every day. It come to pick me up. That person just picked me every Sunday. He picked me in my house and returned me back in my house, regardless what I was doing. Is I was in the worship team and whatsoever. After package all the things, it took me, and it was just a pleasure to him to do it for me. Leave his hours to bring me, and every time doing all the weeks, and he has continued till the end. This is what God has done for me. The faithfulness of God has lived. The faithfulness of God has known it. And I can tell you, God is worthy to be trusted. May the Lord bless you and the Holy Spirit always help you. In Jesus' name.